Hi guys, welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily reading for all signs. It is originally created for Tuesday, the 17th of May. It is for all signs. You will experience it maybe around a different situation. I do speak in broad terms, so just be aware of that. You have to figure out where this reading applies, if at all. It is a collective reading, so it's energy that's shared by all of us or accessible to all of us, so keep that in mind. So if something that I'm saying doesn't necessarily make sense, or you're like, I'm not feeling it, or whatever, be aware that this could be something that you could be focusing on or looking towards or in expectation of, and maybe bring it more closely to you, especially if it's something positive. If it's something more on the negative side, then just be aware that that's out there too, and we don't want to necessarily attract that by focusing on trying to avoid it, right? So please check out the drop-down menu for those of you that are new. In there is just house rules, how to get in touch with me, how to book a private reading, all of that good information. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up button, share the video out, let your friends know about me, help get the word out, help me grow the channel, all of that good stuff. All right, so let's see what's going on. I will be referring back to the Sunday reading, which is the underpinning energy, which lays sort of an under layer to the reading that we're looking at today. Oh, and I should say that these readings, although if you're a regular viewer, they do go consecutively, but they're not necessarily if you're a one-offer or somebody that's just coming in and seeing a reading randomly that's not marked for the right date. That's okay. You can still use the reading. I still believe our higher power has a way, or our higher selves have a way of finding us the messages we need when we need them, rather than when they were originally intended for. Okay? So let's get into this and see what the cards have to say. And our card for the day is the Five of Wands. Interesting. Are we like hiding in a corner this week? Like, yesterday we had the Nine of Swords, right? Nine of Swords can be about nightmares, fears, worries, that sort of a thing. We do have this full moon in Scorpio, which is dredging up, should be dredging up, highly emotional stuff that's probably no longer working for us that we need to let go of, right? So we're in the process of experiencing all of that. Mercury is retrograde, so I will give you guys points for hiding in a corner. I don't really care. Sometimes, I usually do well in Mercury retrogrades. This one has been a little bit harder for me, I feel like, but I also think it's coupled with the emotionality of this Scorpio full moon. It's no joke, guys, at least not for me. I don't know about you guys, but each person's going to experience it slightly differently. So keep that in mind. The things that I say may not necessarily always apply, or not exactly everything. So take what you need and leave the rest. Five of Swords to me is about, Five of Wands is about, I was thinking Five of Swords. Hold on. Five of Wands. What is Five of Wands about? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank, guys. Hold on. Let me just look at the book, because I can't. I'm trying to picture the Five of Wands card. Oh, it's the whole lot of fuckery. Sorry. Took me a minute there. It's always those boys fighting amongst each other. And somebody's going to come out the winner. Somebody's going to come out the victor. We may need to get in there and speak our mind, speak our piece. There might be some truth in some of the fears that we were experiencing. Remember, the underpinning from Sunday is that Wheel of Fortune card. Are some of our opinions, needs, worries, fears, are they formulating a different path for us that we're unaware of, right? That's the first thing that I think about. The Five of Wands, fives are always transitory. So if this feels uncomfortable, or you feel like you're arguing or combating with, say, work or a partner or a friend, or things aren't lining up, know that this is just transitory, right? We also have transits with the planets. Letting ourselves get away from the intensity of this full moon, letting ourselves move through the retrograde realness of this Mercury retrograde. It's also retrograding, I think, through the sign of Taurus, which, can be a very stable sign. But when we're like looking at having to revisit and revamp and release things around how we keep our life stable, that can feel real destabilizing, right? So this Five of Wands, to me, she looks like she's kind of actually in a self-care moment. If I'm being completely honest, she does look a little vulnerable because she's naked, but I feel like she's sort of caring for herself, even in the midst of whatever sort of struggles might be going on around her. I don't think that it's necessarily our time to jump in the fray. If we need to defend ourselves or our stance, certainly go about doing so. But something makes me feel like this is more of an internal thing than an external thing. The same with the Nine of Swords from yesterday. And remember, we have this Wheel of Fortune, which is kind of like rolling out maybe a new opportunity or a new plan, but we have to be able to see it, right? We have to be able to focus on it. And so I think that this Five of Wands is telling us more so, instead of getting into the fray or being aware of the fight or being aware of the distractions, would be a really good word for this card, turning inward on ourselves and keeping counsel within ourselves right now would be key, especially during this time. This card could indicate that there is distractions going on around us, maybe things that seem like they're vital or important or need our help or need our opinions. And you know what? I don't think that we're going to change them. They'll just continue to keep us like maybe off balance or struggling in a way, right? Shifting, changing, all of that sort of stuff. So keep that in mind today. I would say, and remember the word for yesterday too was that word focus. And so what we're focusing on, are we focusing on others and their behavior or their dramas and what they need? Or are we focusing on ourselves and our own needs and what we need to be able to move forward in a positive manner? And I feel like that's kind of more the message of this Five of Wands today than anything else. Let's look at the Sacred Traveler card. So we have Rejuvenating Rain, clear the past and heal the present. And definitely in a retrograde, we want to release, obviously, we want to revisit. That would be the past. We want to release. We want to rejuvenate, right? We've got Rejuvenating Rain. Anything in a retrograde in RE, I say all those RE words apply. Washing ourselves clean. She almost appears as if she's taking a shower here, like she's scrubbing herself clean, maybe of arguments, past fights, past collides or whatever, so that she can be renewed again, so that we can move forward again and feel, I don't know if refreshed is the right word, but maybe that's what we need out of this retrograde, is a let go, a good old let go, and a step into a new perspective or a new opportunity or a new way of seeing sort of our life or our situations or our relationships, so that we can feel free again and move with like happiness and joy again, right? And we have today would be, this is Tuesday, so we would be also settling in the beginnings of the midweek card, which would be the Six of Pentacles, would also be bringing in some grounding energy to all of this and some balance, some restoration to balance. So expect that to be coming for those of you that might be feeling this Five of Wands, Nine of Swords combo a little bit more. Expect that you will be coming into sort of balance. But with this Rejuvenating Rain card, to me, it says we have to give it to ourselves, like clear the past and heal the present, right? Give it to ourselves. Take it. It's ours. We deserve it. Don't let sort of other people or situations or misgivings kind of harbor within us. Release them. So clear the past and heal the present. Physical and emotional healing is occurring. There's a cleansing and clearing of old emotional wounds, and even a release of past life limitations is happening. All is forgiven. What was the word for this week, you guys? Forgive. This is the underpinning for this week. I'm just reminding you, these cards are kind of scaring me. Absolve yourself. Forgive others their transgressions against you. It's time to let it all go. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, in order for new growth to occur, the old must be cleared away. This card indicates a time of clearing out what doesn't serve and support you. It can also indicate clutter clearing. If you don't love it or use it, most likely it's clutter. Physical clutter can be indicative of emotional clutter. It's time to release it and allow the cleansing, metaphoric energy of the rain to purify and cleanse you in the deepest way. This is also a great time to go on a cleansing fast or clear out your body while old emotions and challenges are clearing out of your energy field. Use water for cleansing your energy field. Stand in a cold shower, swim in the sea, run in the rain. I like all of that, especially the water reference with this being a full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio being a water sign. Allow that cleansing to come along and help you through this time. Let's look to the grounding stone. And the grounding stone is just the principle you want to ground in today while you're doing these practices. And this is vision on obsidian, which is a very deep, grounding stone. It also wards off negativity. The vision here, or what I think the vision should be, is where do we want to see ourselves? Where do we envision ourselves? And holding on to that vision, keeping that focus, forgiving ourselves enough or those around us so that we can move forward towards that vision. What is it that we want? And why is it that we can't allow ourselves to have it? Especially like when the Wheel of Fortune wants to give it to us. The Wheel of Fortune underpins all of this. And ideally, the with the Six of Pentacles coming up this midweek, we might actually be able to equitably like look at something and ground it into reality or make it sort of happen for ourselves. But we have to be able to clearly see the vision, focus on that vision, forgive ourselves and others their transgressions, and move forward, right? Move forward along this path that the Wheel of Fortune is presenting us. There should be really optimum experiences happening through this work that we're doing right now. Keep that in mind as you move through this day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Help me get the word out on the channel. Keep hold of your vision today. Rejuvenate yourself anywhere and everywhere as you can. And I will see you guys tomorrow. It should be a great week. Bye-bye.